The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm Lowdown. With me as always is
F you Hunter. What's up, you zip-tying bald motherfuckers?
you retaliating bitches.
Yeah.
You went motherfuckers. What are you doing, man?
Oh, bitches. Sorry, bitches.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's that bald. I got bald, and I went bald, and you think the natural transition would be bitches.
You know, that guy played in a really fucked up character in the show Banshee. It was really good.
Oh, really?
That actor, yeah.
What's funny is at first I thought it was the bald dude from Barry, but then I realized, no.
Barry,
yeah,
so.
but
What,
if you see Barry, there's...
show?
What's that?
Talking about the HBO show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah. All right. Before we dive too much into this film, please, as always, I would ask you to like, comment, share, subscribe, rate, review, do all the things that help all the things across social media. We greatly appreciate it. Little time for you, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Bam. And tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about... Now, I have seen 2021 and 2022. IMDb's got it at 2021. I'm going with that. So
probably it was a smaller studio or independently made, and then purchased by another studio, and that's their release date, because you can pick up on some indie stuff in this movie.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with 2021's The Retaliators.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of rock and metal world actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it popped up, I think, Five Finger Death Punch did the score or something.
Well, they did the score, but they also all, like, the whole band.
It's in there,
the gang.
Yeah.
You know, and then you've got Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he's
I thought that was that motherfucker.
Then you got Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. He's in there. I feel like there's someone else I'm missing, too.
God damn it.
Right?
And I remember, I should have written this shit down.
Yeah. Anyway.
But you can tell there's like, hey, you want to come in and do a scene?
Now, as far as the soundtrack goes, woo. Yeah.
Guys, I know y'all have some friends and you want to put that shit in there, but you're changing the tempo of certain scenes with your music. And there's a couple that are very fucking confusing where they're putting songs in that don't match to the emotions of the characters in any fucking way. Like, it's a time and place, motherfucker, right?
Yeah. The timing is way off, dude. Way off on most of that. The scenes were still awesome, but it's like, really? Like, did this?
Yeah. Put your songs in during, like, shit where people were in cars or going places, like,
or just like walking into
when you're having a character go through the trauma of losing his daughter. I don't know. I'll just throw this there. I don't know if that song evokes the emotional part that you want, because
no, it doesn't. I'll tell you that. It doesn't. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
And
give me a violin with a little like low beat, kind of like, man, he's going through some shit.
I know for a fact that every person I've saw that was from a band has written harder shit than what I heard on that soundtrack. Okay, like that shit. That I feel like I was listening to the soundtrack to the 2009 Stepfather remake.
Oh yeah,
right? I mean,
it was no same deal. But at least
shit.
they were like pool scene, play random ass fucking song. This one is literally like, these songs are gonna mean something for these scenes, and you're like, no, dude, it's the complete fucking opposite.
This is not good.
Yeah,
this is a bad idea, folks.
It's the most distracting part of this fucking movie.
It is, and it sucks because like these scenes there's some really intense scenes, and you could just imagine with like an actual good score what that would have done to it.
Yeah,
like think about it, man. Like,
are we going to the OG Stepfather territory where instead of synthesizing terrible, that it's shitty, like
but like, I mean, there's so many awesome scenes in this film, like especially the last 25 minutes, dude.
Last 25,
it's a short film. It's like 89 or 88 minutes or whatever, and like it gives you enough story to where you kind of give a shit. Like dude lost his wife.
Yeah, it's like
he's got his two daughters.
Yeah, I mean, God, man,
and then
like,
he loses his daughter.
He's a priest.
He's a priest.
Yeah, and
by the way, that dude was on Rescue Me.
Yeah, I thought so.
He was like the probie. Remember the really young dude? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like you start out and you find out that he lost his wife. And you're like, damn, and like the family's still fucked up. And then you're like, and then you realize that he's a priest, in which he uses a situation we see at the beginning of the movie at a Christmas tree lot where big bully fucking Dante from fucking Clerks
See Brian
is
O'Halloran,
like,
dude.
taking the tree and goes, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's ain't your fucking buddy.
yeah. You know what I never thought would happen? I never thought I'd see a movie where Dante was the fucking
Tough
bully.
guy? Yeah, right.
The tough guy. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm Dante. I'm not even supposed to be here today, bitch.
Yeah, right.
It was weird. But we realized, next day he uses it in a serum, and he's just like, and the guy was talking shit, and I just looked at him and said, Merry Christmas. And you're like, man, he's been through shit with his wife gone, and it's Christmas time. And I think that they kind of make it that this is the first Christmas without
It's the first Christmas without the wife.
And you're like, damn, that shit sucks. And you're like, yeah, I guess nothing could break him. And almost just taunting.
Yeah.
Because the next part of the movie is the daughter who has been begging, please, just let me fucking go out. He's like, oh God! Like, and you can tell there's a little bit of him being protective because I mean, like that's
and then the one night, he's like, you know what? You're right. Like you're a young woman. Like I trust you and I love you. I'm being overbearing. What the one night?
And here's the thing.
Fuck.
It wasn't like she's like, oh, Dad's a fucking sucker. And she go to a party, got into shit.
She was trying to do the right thing.
She's literally stopping to get gas.
And sees our albino, the bald dude.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. That scene lets you into kind of understand the violence you're going to get. When you hear the teeth thing on the tailpipe.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We can skip anything else that might have happened to the guy with the fucking.
Yeah. See, I was going to be nice to you.
I'm shocked because I'm not going to be later on in this movie.
There's a very, very, very graphic fucking bone breaking.
I knew, by the way, just their interaction and the bald motherfucker that's representing the one gang, and then why did the biker gang send the dude in a wheelchair with the cast?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, you usually want to send, like, I don't remember in Sons, where they sent like, the weakest like dude on crutches to represent the bike. You send the big Opie or somebody like you send the big motherfucker.
Yeah,
you go, all right, here's the deal. They sent a dude in a wheelchair to cast. He's like, hi, it's good doing business with you. And guess what happens? The bald motherfucker's like, oh, you're weak as shit. No, I'm not going to buy the drugs from you. I'm just going to take your fucking drugs and keep my fucking money and fucking kill the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And that's where he breaks his fucking cast and all the bones that were in the cast.
Come out and
grabs his fucking face and tailpipe, breaks his teeth.
Dude, that shit was gnarly.
Yeah. But we get to where he throws him. I thought he was dead, but I guess he's like, well, we'll save a souvenir, torture him later.
Yeah.
Throws him in the trunk. This is where the pastor's or priest's daughter fucking goes to get gas, and she's getting gas, and bald motherfucker is right next to her getting gas, and dude's not dead in the trunk, and
making noise,
and then she puts two and two together, and she goes, oh fuck. And the bald motherfucker realizes, oh, you know what's going on, goes after her. She fucking pepper sprays the fuck out of him, jumps in the car. But you're like, this dude's anger is gonna, like, his only mission now is to kill the shit out because you're a witness.
Yeah, and of course,
and it
causes her to wreck.
Holy fuck. He runs her off the road, and you're like, okay, I guess that's how she dies. Nope. She's still alive in the wrecked car near the fucking lake.
Zip
that
ties her
motherfucker,
hand
and she's begging, dude.
To the fucking wheel.
That scene's pretty hardcore. Yeah. She's like, just look at me. And he's like, nah, you don't fucking matter.
Fucking die.
You don't fucking matter.
He just pushes her, and it just
ties
slowly
her arms
goes
to the steering wheel, and then slowly, and you see the water feeling. That's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah.
She fucking drowned, zip tied to the fucking steering wheel.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
That was cold.
Yeah.
That was just cold.
Yeah.
And then of course they call, the father knows because she was on the phone with him.
That's right. She calls and she does a quick description, and then like, this motherfucker's after me and stuff like that. So and he has an idea.
He has an idea that, like, no shit, this isn't some bullshit. This is somebody who's like ramming the car. Remember, because like they ram it a couple times before it actually flips the car around to wreck, and
he still thinks that she's in an accident. He doesn't until he gets there
and realizes she's dead.
Fuck.
So now he's lost his other child.
Yeah.
And
see, he was too cocky with that shit. Like,
insert fucking.
By the way, did we mention that this is, I believe, on Christmas or the day before Christmas or
Christmas Eve?
It's like
Christmas
right
Eve.
The fuck there.
Yeah, dude.
It's a fucked up Christmas movie.
And I will give this as a film just where Christmas is a backdrop.
It is a backdrop. Yeah.
I will give you that.
Yeah.
And insert detective. investigating the daughter. Then find out that he lost. So here, insert also Jacoby Shaddix from fucking Papa Roach. And
well, let's throw out who the detective is, because he looks pretty fucking like.
Well, he was in. He was in Sick.
Yeah, he was Sick, but he was also in fucking Ozark. He was the uncle of the first season.
He was Ozark, and he was also in the Outsider show from Stephen King adaptation. On. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
He looks like a Nick Nolte detective, where he's all scruffy, but like he's doing his job. So
you find out he's assigned, and he had his own trauma where like his whole family was murdered.
Yeah.
So like
by Papa Roach.
By Papa Roach. This is kind of where the movie goes dark as well as fun, because like he's investigating his daughter, but then he kind of like alludes to some other shit he's into, and he's like, "Hey man, I show you something." Then there's no turning back.
Well, the pastor is fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Like,
but he doesn't know where to go, and like, so he's looking at the police to like catch this person, right?
Yeah.
Well, this detective had caught him and kidnapped him and took him somewhere, and you realize that, and now the detective's like, "Hey man, I got the guy. I can take you to him, but if you go this route, there's no coming back.
Yeah.
Like this is it. Like if you go down this road, that's it."
Yeah.
And he takes him to him. He's fucking chained up, and was those old torture things where it was like an X.
Yeah.
Like an old cross, I think.
Like old style executioner.
Yeah. And he's like, "I'm gonna give you a minute alone with him.
Yeah.
Only rule is you can't kill him." I'm like, holy shit. And of course, he thinks initially that he was supposed to kill him. Well, and the guy was like, wait, afterwards he's like, "Man, I can't kill him." He's like, "Who's saying anything about killing him? That's my only rule. You can do whatever you want to him. You just can't kill him."
We learned something too, because when he first captures the bald motherfucker, he writes 21 on his forehead.
Oh, you don't know what the fuck.
And pushes him to respond, "I am 21. Please this. I am 21." And like, that's it. You no longer name. You're just this number.
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck?
What's with the 21?
And then as it unveils, when because after he realizes he can't kill him, and then the priest like, he's not a priest. It's not Catholic. He's like a minister.
Pastor.
He's a minister.
It's called pastor. Yeah.
He's kind of against the whole thing, and then he gets knocked the fuck out and wakes up and tied to a chair, and you realize he's in front of a pen of a bunch of people with a shirt on with numbers, and you're like,
because we
holy
learned
fuck.
that back in the day, fucking Papa Roach that killed the
number one
family.
Number one.
Detective's like, okay, and the reason this guy was able to kill his family is that he had pretty much been caught, like he was a serial rapist, and they caught him, but he got like 2 years, yeah, because of evidence or something happened.
Yeah.
And like shit got fucked up. And so because this Papa Roach wanted to take it out, he went to this detective's house and killed his family. So this detective's like, pretty much, I'm going to straight up Dexter these motherfuckers, except I'm not killing them. I'm capturing them, and society doesn't have to worry about them anymore. Yep. They're not going to be a problem.
He's basically creating like people on the stairs scenario, dude.
Yeah. So he has a pen full of starving,
now brainless,
numbered. This is where I'm a little confused. I don't know if you could explain what happened to these motherfuckers that turns them that they're acting very not human. Is it just the nature of how long they've been?
I think
in
it's
the
how long they've been in there, and like you're assuming they're in the dark all the time,
right?
You're assuming they're in the dark all the time. He's doing the shocking thing. You don't know how far he goes with that before he actually puts them in the pen.
Right.
He might have put Homeboy in 21 early just to show to the point of the pastor, right? You don't know what his normal, because this is the first time he's brought somebody into it, so you don't know what his normal routine is, right? He's basically, it looks like he tries to break them. I think that's why they were showing you the year of 21.
Yeah, he
tries to break them of everything, and then they turn animalistic.
So
he gives a date reference to when his family got killed, so that would let you know how long number one's been in there.
Yeah,
imagine if you're kept in the dark for 5 years.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd come out?
That's true. I guess at this point you're animalistic and fucked up. But one thing we forgot to mention is that the bald motherfucker, like, he was supposed to do this drug deal, and when he fucked it up, and now the gang that he's working for is like, okay, where the fuck is he? Because the detective grabbed him.
Yeah.
But they had a way to track him, or it was his phone,
his phone. Yeah.
His phone.
So then,
hey, rookie move, detective. You're up to 21 motherfuckers, and you think about like killing all electronics associated with motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was that was weak.
So
that was weak. It was.
So bald dude's gang fucking rolls up.
That's Five Finger Death Punch.
That's what I'm saying. Is they fucking roll up in there, and they're like, "Where's our dude? Where's our money? Where's our drugs?" not expecting to roll into this kind of shit.
Yeah, and then, of course, now you see why we got what we got in the beginning of the movie. We forgot that opening scene of just ripping a body apart.
Yeah, these chicks in a car and like
this van, like just she gets ripped apart. It's fucking gnarly. Oh, so sick. Yeah, they get out and they are feral as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
they are like, I'm killing the fuck with like anything I can. Like they're gonna chomp down on you like fucking zombies, but if they can find anything with a sharp object, they're gonna fucking just go at you. So it's like they're pretty much just zombies that like can
more or less
open
zombies.
Doors and shit like that. You know, like
more or less brainless, but all motor function. Like, and cognitive. Like I still know how to do this out of muscle memory.
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
But that's when our fucking pastor has to fucking go from like I don't feel right harming to like I'm gonna fucking take out as many motherfuckers as I have to fucking survive this shit. Like he's in survival mode, and but I don't know where the skills came from.
I mean, you don't know. They're gonna go and he could have been a fucking.
I mean, who knows?
Person
I'm just saying he went from I don't know if I can do this to like I'm stabbing you in the face. Go fuck yourself. Here's this. Like I mean, because they're going at him.
Yeah.
And I think most of Five Finger get fucking.
Yeah, they all get.
They're all fucked.
All fucked. He couldn't save the girl.
Yeah.
But there were times where he was going on groups of like 5 of them, you know, and 6 of them. He was just fucking taking them. You know, and of course
they get out of the house, and that's
the main
where
detective gets taken out by his own, you know, fucked up creation.
Yeah.
You know, that was always sweet. Like he was the kind of guy. It was the kind of setup where you understand. It's like a Thanos, where I understand what you're saying and how you got here. I'm just saying those methods are a little fucked, dude.
I'm not that fucked up. Yeah,
those methods are a little.
I'm angry,
a little bit much.
But I want justice, not his fucking nipple. All right, like you don't need to hand me his nipple and go see. Like no, I don't want parts of his body handed to me.
No,
I just want him in jail for killing my daughter. Like that's what I want. Like,
so, but you know what I'm saying? Like that like. Technically what he's doing is a service to society. It's just not the right way to get the service to society.
Yeah, he's keeping away from everybody else.
And these people are shitbags, right? And he understands, and you know, he even brings up the reasoning of, you know, our system sucks, and it does. People get out of loopholes. Like horrible people get off.
He lost his family because of loopholes.
Yeah,
Papa Roach.
Horrible people get off on loopholes. People that do heinous shit, and like I get it. Still. You do not get to lock these motherfuckers up, you know, like,
but
so it's definitely a conversation around that.
A lot of the shit happens in the house, but I actually really appreciate once they get out of the house, and obviously you can't be like fucking in the middle of the inner city with this shit. Like he's out in the fucking boonies, like the woods, like So, and that's where you get like the kind of random attacks, and there's some good fucking kills.
There's some good kills, there's good gore. The kills when they break free is fucking all like there was good shit that you were getting leading up to that. When that happened, it was fucking all over.
And that's where then we sync up with the first scene of the movie where we see our pastor, and the one girl sees her friend get killed outside the car. She locks doors. You see the door shaking. Eventually, the door gets ripped open.
It's the pastor.
And it's the pastor. And then he's covered in blood. And she's like, where are there zombies? And he's like, they're not zombie. And then he gets
sucked,
pulled under the car.
Yeah.
But he escapes. They all jump in the van and
rip
cut away. Blood splatter.
And then and then you got to give the end scene where there's the old couple and dude, there's a wood chipper, dude.
We'll throw this out again.
There's a wood chipper. If there's a wood chipper,
any horror movie where it's like, hold on, I'm working, I gotta take care of the tree with this wood chipper. And you know what movie we're in? Yeah, that wood chipper's getting used, all right? The same thing as the remake of Silent Night.
Right,
like,
dude,
I saw the wood chipper, I said, that's getting used.
Fucking Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise.
That shit was so...
You don't have just a random wood chipper in a horror movie, okay? But...
so good.
He fucking bald motherfucker is like makes it out. I guess he still has his senses because he's still talking. And that. So and he's fucking hardcore. He punches.
He hasn't been locked up as long, right? I mean,
but he punches the fucking old lady and shit.
That shit was hilarious.
Fucks her up.
That reminded me of Nukem High.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking pastor fucking rolls over there, and he's honestly trying to save her, but then he's like, "Oh, it's fucking you." And they go at it.
That was a pretty sick fight scene,
dude. Through the windows.
Dude, he put a fucking head in a vice.
What I'm saying is, and they get,
God damn.
All right, this old motherfucker, right? I know these are practical tools, but you got a fucking head vice that is right the size for a head. You got the wood chipper. Like, I'm calling this old guy. There might be some sketchy shit going on. Like, he might work for the mob on the side, all right?
I don't know, man. Like,
But
a vice in a workshop is pretty common.
We get bald motherfucker grab our fucking pastor, put his head in vice, and just start cranking it and cranking it.
Dude,
and we're like, and I was like, wait a second. Is this movie going to throw us like for a curb and like we're going to see his head explode? Because he's getting pretty fast with that crank. Luckily, he was able to, like, he remembered he had a charm of some sort.
Oh, yeah, it was his daughter's bracelet, and he stabbed him in the eye.
Yes, and this scene was, this was pretty fucking hardcore.
This was intense.
He grabs it, stabs in bald motherfucker's eye. Bald motherfucker falls back, he gets his head out, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know what?
Yep.
I'm satisfied with that. But then we go, no, fuck that. Close up. He pulls the charm.
Pulls the charm out.
Which pulls on his eye.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I don't need this anymore. And just yanks his fucking
eye out. It's like, God, fuck you, man. I was like.
I know it's probably only like 30 seconds.
It's a lot.
But I feel like for you,
it's a lot.
It was like 8 minutes.
Yeah, dude, it took forever. I'm like, what are you doing? Why?
And it's one of the more hardcore scenes because
definitely,
just
definitely
slowly coming out.
Yeah. That was a fuck you moment.
But did we mention the wood chipper earlier? Because
then he falls in the wood chipper.
Because then we get where he gets thrown in the wood chipper, and and he's like, "Fuck you!" And then like it almost seems like he regrets like being mean, but it's too late. He's already halfway in the wood chipper.
It's already happened,
dude. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And so revenge done. And you get the nice little lesson at the end where the dad's like, you know what, fuck this. Like he's like, it like changed him. He's still a pastor, but he's also like,
oh, you had
turn the other cheek thing.
You had the Dante situation.
Now you got the dude at the batting cage being an asshole, and he's like, honey, just forgive me.
By the way, what's wrong?
Is that what he said? I think he said like, honey, just forgive me.
Yeah,
and then like then it just kind of stops and goes to credits.
We're to believe this is kind of a small town, right? Right. Are there how many assholes in the small town? Because it seems like the only interactions in public is the fucking Dante asshole with the tree, and they go to batting cage, and this guy's not slightly like, you know what, we're gonna go. He's like, fuck off, little girls shouldn't swing bats. Like he's like
uber
dick from the start. I'm like, but he gets what he fucking deserves. He looks at his daughter first for like, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yay or nay?
Was it yay or nay? Or I thought you said like, sorry, honey, or something like that.
Yeah. I guess he apologized, but she was already giving the approving, like, Daddy, can you fuck this dude up?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please. All right. Yeah. That about wraps it up for the Retaliators. Before we give you our final thoughts on it, take a listen to what's going on the GUI network.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Up.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're going to fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots.
FU Hunter.
Your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, and every one of those trailers you just heard is for a show that's on the GUI network. You can access them all at GUIpodcast.com or anywhere else you get your podcast, listen to your podcast through. If you go to GUIpodcast.com, also please go to our links page. There is a link, it should be our first link, to TeePublic. That's where all the merch is.
Bam.
For all the shows under the GUI network and stuff that's just fun, random designs. We got tons of shit. Spooky ones are getting ready to drop soon. I mean, I know it's July, but we usually put them up sometime in August, so it's early warning that if you've missed them, they're out pretty much. They'll come out sometime in August and stay through the end of the year.
And there's fucking sales all the goddamn time.
Yeah, they got sales every fucking week, basically. So
you can get that shit on fucking t-shirts, tank tops, tote bags.
There you go.
I think that's
stickers,
it.
magnets.
Oh, sticker magnets. Yeah, all kinds of shit. Banners.
Of shit.
Yeah, it's so much.
Coffee
shit.
mugs.
So
awesome
many
stuff.
things.
So please, definitely, check that out. Buy some swag. We'd fucking appreciate it. And I mean, it survived the chopping block. And like that shit, this movie was fucking fun.
It's a little bit of a slow burn for that first
it is.
half. It's almost like if you like the first part of Taken when he's figuring shit out a little bit.
But it's so worth it.
But dude, that last 30
is so fucking worth it, dude.
It's like, here you go. Yeah, here you go. Here's all the blood. Because I did watch a trailer prior to that just because it popped up on Prime. And like, I'm watching, I'm like, I know shit's about to go down because I saw a lot of some gore in the trailer. That last 30, that's where it all fucking is.
Oh, we did forget to mention how gross I felt watching that sex club where Spencer makes his cameo.
Oh, yeah.
Max. Dude, that was a whole other level of grime.
Yeah.
That was skeezy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. They're very much so.
Like everything looked wet.
Yeah.
Or moist with something.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, oh, God.
Pretty gross.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it passes for me. Again, the only distracting thing is, again, the
that
music
soundtrack,
cues.
Dude. Oh,
yeah.
God.
But you know what's missing pretty much at the last 30 of the movie? They get all that shit at the beginning of the movie. There's not a lot of their music playing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because they're just like, oh, I guess maybe we'll just let them watch all the badass shit. We don't need to pound our fucking music at them.
Yeah, fair. So credit for that. Credit for that. We started getting actual score music, not shitty. And look, the thing is, like, I know each one of those bands that are in that were represented in that
distracting.
film. They all write heavier shit.
Yeah.
Shit that's more appropriate.
Yeah.
Like
it was just distracting. It just didn't fit the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's unnecessary. And if you want to play your music, that's fine. There's other scenes to do it.
Yeah.
They're in cars that have radios.
Totally.
Fucking play that shit. You're like, there's so many places you can.
I think they did utilize
music.
the radio in the van at the beginning.
Okay.
I think they used that to play one of the songs or any. And I think one of the Yodas has listened to headphones at some point. Like, okay, insert song for that scene. It's she's on that. Something.
Yeah.
Don't put it in like
father mourning his daughter.
Yeah, dude's like standing in front of his daughter's and mother's fucking headstone. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right.
I think we're talking about literally the exact same scene where it's like this is so unnecessary.
Oh, so yeah. That is one of the negatives, but I would still rewatch the film even with that because it's just good.
Yeah.
It's fun. I didn't expect it. Like, it's one of those things where you watch the trailer and they really focus on marketing the musicians that are in the movie.
Yeah.
Not so much the movie. You're like, all right.
And it has a little bit of an independent taste to it. You can tell there wasn't.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think
you know what that means?
A big budget. Yeah.
And you know what that means? Practical effects like a motherfucker.
Oh, lots of practical effects. Yes, very, very appreciative of all the practical effects. Yes. We got to give this movie props because like everything was practical, I believe.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Including that eyeball.
Including that fucking eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
So, check it out. It was on Prime, I believe.
Was it Prime or Shudder? See, mine are intertwined.
Mine are too. I'm pretty sure I think it had a Prime banner across it.
Yeah, because I think it had early access. I think that's how Prime.
It's Prime.
Thing,
so everyone, check that shit out. Until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIpodcast.com.